In elementary school, there was only one way to get street cred with classmates: trading cards. If you had the rarest cards, the most cards, or maybe had the best deck or something, everyone respected you. Except for the teachers, you were put on a watch list if you had a Pokemon card within a 3-mile radius of the school. As any 9-year-old in 4th grade, I was obsessed with trading cards. However, for that year, I wasn't obsessed with Pokemon cards. I mean, I was, but it wasn't the main focus. Have you ever heard of Redakai? No? Well, shame on you then, because it's the craziest card game known to man. Look, they're holographic. They're instantly better than those freaking Blue Eyes White Dragon over there. So you know Bakugan? Redakai was a card game made by Spin Master, the creators of Bakugan, which also had a TV show tied to the game. The main selling point of the cards were their holographic properties, which made them look like the characters were popping out of the cards they were printed on. They were also made of plastic, which was much more durable than simple paper. For the short life Redakai had, I enjoyed it. So did other people at my school. I remember 3 major players at my school. Ya boy, obviously, one of my only friends, and the bully of our school. Every lunch break we would play the game. Despite his reputation, the bully was very calm, almost polite when he would play cards with us. One moment he was a Viking, the next he was acting like he came out of the Great Gatsby. But really, Redakai was more than just playing a game. It was really about collecting. You didn't need one card. You needed all of them. And there was at least one very powerful, very rare card that you definitely wanted. Let's talk about Golden Metanoid, more commonly known by its real name, Metanoid Gold Machine. Like any popular kids franchise, there are like 7 variants of each character. With Redakai, there were the base versions of the characters, alternate colors of those characters ranging from red, blue, and green, very creative, and the gold versions, which were the strongest versions of those monsters. Metanoid was the poster boy of the card game, so Golden Metanoid was supposedly the strongest card in the game. However, nobody in my school knew if Golden Metanoid even existed. Now, we could have googled up if this card actually existed, but I and many other kids at our age didn't know how to use the internet properly. This was the time when the search bar and the link bar were both separated, and we could keep on getting error messages by typing in the wrong one. However, one person in our school was a true believer. The bully. He knew that it was out there, and he was going to do anything to be the first person to have it. So much so that he made a bet. Whoever got the special card over the holiday would get everyone else's card. Now, I should have seen red flags everywhere on this. There was a very good chance that I could lose the very few cards I had and lose the only status symbol I had at the school. I wasn't really well liked outside the Redakai circle. The bully was obviously trying to seize ultimate power by stripping us from our cards. Reluctantly, I agreed to the bet, and so did my friend. So for Christmas, I added the Golden Metanoid card to my wish list and went off to Montreal to spend some vacation with my family. On Christmas Day, nothing. I got a bunch of other cool stuff, but things were not looking good for me for the bet. However, there was a secret holiday only a few families celebrate. It is particularly important for people of true Italian heritage. Now, don't tell anyone I told you about this, but at the beginning of January, on the eve of the Epiphany, it's said that if you continue to be good throughout the new year, the Befana, an old lady, would come and give you a few other small extra goodies in your Christmas stocking before you put it away for the year. So on January 6th, I got a hex bug and a Golden Metanoid card right next to it. Oh look, it's holographic. Yeah, its stats were insane. It did have this overpowered move and all, but this card was honestly underwhelming. Much like all trading cards that are labeled rare. But whatever, I got the card, and when I went back to school after the holiday, I was able to flex that I had the Golden Metanoid card in my possession. So at the very least, I was protected in a sense. I felt like I could make an argument that since I got the card, even if one of the others got it, I didn't have to give up my cards. Guess what? Neither my friend nor the bully got the card. I won the bet. I just became the most powerful Redakai player at my school. However, it wasn't an instant shift in power. I still had to get the cards from my friend and my bully. The bully came up to me, looking down on me, and said to meet me the next day in the bathroom. Again, I should have seen red flags all over this. For all I know, he would have beaten me up and taken my cards that I had. Or worse, the next day came, and I met him in the bathroom. You got the good stuff?
Yeah, here, take it. You've bested me.
So yeah, he actually came through, and I got his entire tin of cards. There had to be like 200 cards in this thing. Despite who he was, he kept his word. I guess if one day he said he was going to bring a knife to school, I should have listened to him. Now, what about my friend? He never came through. He never gave me his cards, and I thought that was very strange. I thought those traits would have been swapped around, to be honest. But there we have it. With Golden Metanoid, I won the bet and became the strongest Redakai player in my school. And since everyone else unconditionally hated me, it died about 2 weeks later. Actually, let me change that note. Everyone stopped playing Redakai because they knew that they would never be as epic as me anymore. To this day, I don't know how much my parents spent on the card. So I'm gonna find out once and for all how much the card is worth. It's so rare and elusive, it has to be in the triple digits. Great.